I'm Matt Ort, and in these videos we talk about healthcare best practices and lessons learned from employers who are succeeding in healthcare. Today the topic is systems thinking. And what is systems thinking? Well, I had the privilege of starting my career at a Toyota supplier and was then later recruited to Toyota and had a chance to view some things firsthand, namely the Toyota production system, that have shaped me for life and helped me be effective in things that I've tried in life and change initiatives and improvements and so forth. So if you walk into a Toyota plant, their whole system is designed on the first question of their problem solving process: what should be happening and what is happening. And if there's a difference, you have a problem to fix, to find the root cause, to fix for good very quickly and to move on. So if you walk in and you see all sorts of visuals, you'll see a board above, say, the assembly plant, and you can look at that board and the lights will be on for everything that's out of standard, or everything where there's something not happening that should be happening or happening in the wrong way. So what they want to do is anytime something gets out of standard or kind of out of perfection, they get it back to perfection through their root cause problem solving process, and very quickly. So what you have is a bunch of lean tools that they've learned over the years. They took them from Ford. They openly say this. They took them from the supermarket, first in, first out, and so forth. And they've assembled this learning of decades into the most efficient, highest quality system in the world. And so you have a system that works together. All those parts need to jive and align and work together. And so as we talk about systems, in designing a self-funded health plan, we are in essence designing a system, and it's not just about assembling pieces of a puzzle. Those puzzle pieces need to fit together well and perfectly. And so it's actually why a lot of the lean initiatives, so manufacturing companies are really, lean applies to everything, but it's typical manufacturing tries to implement a lean manufacturing program. They'll name it, they'll call it the so-and-so production system and put their name in front of it. But often they view those as a set of tools instead of a system, and that's why they fail. So as we're assembling we buy a fully funded plan, right? It's kind of assembled, it's not very effective anymore. In fact, it's unaffordable and unsustainable. Who can afford 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I've heard up to 100% increases in 1 year. So we break that up, we blow that up, and then we want to assemble a self-funded plan. So in doing so, we have to look at the systems side. We have to look at how all those pieces fit together. So if we choose a TPA, or we choose a PBM, and we choose an advisor, or whatever it may be, all of those pieces, all of those partners in that case need to fit. And then the strategy, all those partners need to understand the strategy and carry it out. When I was at Merrill Steel, I came in one morning, I was having coffee by myself. It was early, I wasn't even awake yet, but I just started scratching on the whiteboard, and I listed 7, I think, partners at the time. And I just said, who of these partners thinks like I do? Who simply wants to improve, wants to learn? It's amazing how much I've learned along the way. So over the next couple of years, we actually changed all the other partners. Only one partner on the board out of 7 thought like we did. So we ended up changing. Now, even in changing, we made a couple of mistakes. We didn't choose maybe the best options. But that's part of learning and part of growing. And so it's amazing how much I've learned in the last 7 years in regard to that. But what was really key, and although some of those partners stumbled, some of them came back, some of them didn't, some of them were misaligned from that point forward. But that stuff's going to happen, and then if you need to change again, you change again. But overall, the better those partners work together and the better they can carry out the strategy, the more your system will run like the machine that it was designed to do, and not stall and not sputter and not leave you on the side of the highway.